Have you ever wondered why, even after watching a ton of productivity hacks on YouTube or reading a bunch of self-help books, most of us still struggle to make actual changes? Like, why am I still checking my phone first thing in the morning after swearing I'd stop? If that sounds familiar, I think you're going to get a lot from today's video, because we're going to dig into atomic habits for productivity. And trust me, even the tiniest shift can make a way bigger impact than you'd expect. So here's the thing. Changing your life isn't about overhauling everything overnight. It's about those tiny, invisible changes you repeat every single day. James Clear, who wrote the wildly popular book Atomic Habits, points out that if you get just 1% better every day, by the end of the year, you'll be almost 37 times better than when you started. That blows my mind. It's maths, but it actually works in real life too. I'm sure we've all tried productivity challenges where we try to do everything at once. We say to ourselves, we're going to wake up at 5 a.m., run 5 miles, and read for an hour every day. How long does that actually last? Turns out, starting small, adding just one tiny new habit at a time, is way more sustainable. For example, for me, drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning. That's it. It's simple, it's doable, and it's actually stuck. So here's a question for you. What's one ridiculously small habit you'd like to start? And leave it in the comments below. Now let's talk about how to actually make habits stick. James Clear breaks it down into 4 super practical laws. Number 1, make it obvious. So set a visible trigger, like if you want to read more, leave your book on your pillow. Number 2, make it attractive. Combine it with something you already enjoy. If you want to walk every day, why don't you listen to your favorite podcast while doing it? Number 3, make it easy. This means to lower the barrier. Instead of, I'm going to work out for an hour, try saying something like, I'll do 5 push-ups. Number 4, make it satisfying. Celebrate the tiny wins. After completing a habit, maybe mark it with a sticker on your calendar. For me, the make it easy rule was a game changer. I started making sure I always had a water bottle, for example, on my desk every day whilst working, so it was literally staring me in the face. Okay, so here's the part that's really important. Stop obsessing over goals. Focus on the systems that get you there. Goals are about the outcome. I want to write a book. But systems are about the process. I'll write 100 words every morning before breakfast. The book is the destination, but writing those words is the path that you actually walk every day. Instead of writing long lists of goals, the aim should be to focus on daily systems, just the process. And then you end up starting to tick off things naturally. It removes all the pressure and guilt. Here's something a lot of people miss. Your environment shapes your habits, way more than willpower alone. Claire talks about environment design. If you want to work more, make your workspace inviting and distraction-free. If you want to eat healthier, put fruit on the counter and hide the junk food at the back of the cupboard. So when I started working from home, my productivity wasn't that great, until I created a separate little workspace for myself. Suddenly, my brain clicked into focus mode when I sat there. Try tweaking your environment, even if just a little. Maybe move your phone charger out of your bedroom, or put your running shoes near the door. Okay, so let's be real. Sometimes you won't see results for a while. There's actually a name for this. The plateau of latent potential. You're making tiny changes, but it feels like nothing's happening. Then suddenly, it all pays off at once. Think of it of like ice in a room. It's stuck at 31 degrees. Nothing happens. But raise the temperature just 1 degree, and suddenly it melts. Usually, in order to make progress in anything, it requires slow, boring practice. Stick with one small habit for a few weeks, even if it feels pointless at first. You might be just 1 degree away from a breakthrough. Alright, here's something a little unusual. Did you know there's a productivity trick called the 2-minute rule? Basically, if a new habit takes less than 2 minutes, you should do it right now, or at least start it for just 2 minutes. Some people even brush their teeth while standing on one leg, not for balance, but as a cue stack, to remind themselves to focus on posture or mindfulness at the same time. It sounds odd, but habit stacking like this can really lock things in. So here's what I hope you take away. Real, lasting productivity comes from the smallest, most repeatable habits, not giant life overhauls. The secret is to start super tiny. Use the 4 laws to make habits stick, focus on systems, shape your environment, and trust the process through the boring stretches. Start today. Pick the tiniest habit you can think of, make it obvious and satisfying, and let the momentum build from there. And if you found this helpful, consider sharing it with someone who's on their own productivity journey. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment below with a small habit you're starting this week. I'll see you in the next video.